really common question here at Dailies is what is the difference between a grafted plant and a seedling? And I'm just going to show you a couple of examples. So I have here a seedling feijoa. So this plant is grown from seed, and there's going to be a lot of variation between each tree. So if you had 100 trees that were all grown from seed, the fruit that each tree produces is going to be slightly different. So they don't necessarily grow true to type. There's what we call seedling variation, and they're all genetically different. So if you wanted to cross-pollinate trees, two seedlings are going to cross-pollinate, or you can also cross-pollinate a seedling tree with a grafted plant such as this. Now if you look at these two trees, and this one is a grafted tree, this is a Duffy, you can see that the foliage is slightly different. So this is juvenile foliage, and this plant goes through a juvenile phase, much like people become teenagers and then adults. So this goes through a juvenile phase, whereas this plant already has its adult foliage. So this is grafted, and it's grafted down here, and this is basically a miniature mature tree. The fruit that are produced on this grafted variety are going to be true to type, so they're going to be exactly the same as the parent tree. You're going to know what you're going to get, and it's going to fruit much quicker than this seedling tree. So there are advantages and disadvantages of both. The advantages of a seedling is they tend to be more vigorous and more hardy. They also grow slightly larger. And the advantages of your grafted plant is they're true to type and they fruit quicker. There are also different maintenance things. So this grafted plant is grafted onto a seedling exactly like this. You need to desucker anything below the graft. So if you look closely here, you can see the graft, and here's the sucker. So this is a seedling sucker, and it's really important to maintain your grafted plants by removing all the suckers. So that's a really important maintenance in order to maintain your grafted tree. For this seedling is going to be more vigorous, and it can actually overgrow your graft. It can kill off the graft because it has more energy. So it's really important to get your secateurs and cut that sucker off.